Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Sunday morning, beautiful day here in Western New York. Talk a little baseball today, maybe a little life lesson. 70s, the Yankees and my favorite team, the Royals, had three consecutive championship series where the Yankees won 75, 76, 77, 78. Finally, in 1980, the Royals had probably a better team. They met the Yankees. They won games 1 and 2 in Kansas City, went back to Yankee Stadium for game 3, only needing one win, but the last 3 games were in New York. So they fell behind 2-1 in the 7th inning. They put a guy on base with 2 outs, and the Yankees immediately went to their bullpen and brought in Rich Gossage, maybe the best closer in the American League at the time. And UL Washington came up, kind of an average ball player, a decent shortstop, but overmatched against Gossage. But he managed to scratch out an infield single, which brought up George Brett, who had a monster season that year, batting .390, the highest average in the majors since 1950, I believe. But Brett was having one of those years, and the first pitch Gossage threw, Brett hit it 3 rows into the upper deck in right field, putting the Royals in the lead, sending them to the World Series for the first time. And one of the greatest moments of my life, actually, being a Royals fan. Fast forward 8 years to 1988 World Series, Dodgers and the A's. The A's a heavy favorite. Game 1, the A's head, bottom of the 9th inning, bring in Dennis Eckersley, their closer, probably the best in the game at the time. Gets the first 2 outs. Meanwhile, a sidebar, the best player on the Dodgers, Kirk Gibson, got injured in the playoffs and was deemed out. He hurt both of his legs, actually. The guy could hardly stand up, much less run. He was ruled out of the game. As the game went on and the score remained close, there were whispers that maybe he could come up and pinch hit, but not be able to run. So, to make a long story short, Eckersley gets the first 2 outs of the inning, and they're still down by a run, and the Dodgers bring up a little-used guy named Mike Davis, whose batting average was not very good. He was overmatched again, like UL Washington was against Gossage, but he managed to scratch out a walk. And all of a sudden, out of the dugout, comes limping to the plate Kirk Gibson, who hits one of the most famous home runs in baseball history subsequently, and hobbles around the bases. And the Dodgers go on to win Game 1, and the A's never recovered. The Dodgers ended up winning the World Series as a heavy underdog. My point is, a lot of us, most of us, if not all of us, are not going to be George Brett or Kirk Gibson. Guys like UL Washington, guys like Mike Davis, under the radar guys, overlooked, unappreciated, not really thought of, not really mentioned, but they were huge contributors to these great moments in baseball history. We're a lot like that. We just got to keep doing our thing. We're not going to be George Brett. We're not going to be Kirk Gibson. We're not going to be great. But we can be UL, and we can be Mike. We can be kind. We can help other people out. We can do good. We can reach out to people. So let's just do that. Let's try to be ULs and Mike Davises. And a big shout out today to my friends Tom and Wayne. Spent a great 3 hours with them yesterday on Tommy's deck. 50-year friends we are. And did a lot of reminiscing, a lot of laughing, and just a great time to get together. And shout out to my friend Heather, who reached out to me this week, which is what I like to do to other people. People just say, hey, how you doing? Haven't heard from you in a while. And she reached out to me. I want to say hi to her and her husband Tim and daughter Brittany. So hope everybody's well. Hang in there, everybody. God bless you all, and have a great day.